YouTube, TikTok, dropshipping, print on demand, these are all the go-to methods for generating a passive income online. And they're all people on YouTube seem to talk about. But the real question is just how passive are they? So let's just break it down. So the actual definition of a passive income is an unearned income that is acquired with little or no labour to earn it or to maintain it. And specifically, we're going to be focusing on YouTube, as you can probably tell. So what we're going to do today is look at exactly how passive YouTube's income is. But when you're constantly seeing YouTubers uploading, tweaking their thumbnails, optimizing their content, it makes you wonder just how passive is this? Are they really generating a passive income, or is YouTube just rewarding them for their constant uploads by constantly pushing out their old content? So I've decided to really put this to the test. 419 days ago, after I made my last upload to YouTube, I decided to make a bold decision. I decided to stop. Not to stop my YouTube channel, not to never come back, but to not upload for at least a year. So we could truly look at how passive YouTube is, to see if we still got paid, to see what revenue was still coming in, what viewership was coming in, if we gained subscribers, if we lost subscribers. I wanted to do nothing for as long as I could, and it turns out that number is 419 days. Now, it has felt like a lifetime ago. I've had constant ideas streaming through my head that I've wanted to get there and get done. I mean, back then I didn't even have hair, so I mean, it has been a long year for me. What we're going to do in this video is we're going to look at the period between the 10th of July and the 26th of August as the closest date I've got available to me for figures for revenue, and then the 10th of July allows for at least 5 to 6 days of my last video dying off, so we can just see the general scheme of how much we were earning just as a channel. Now, I've also got the exact same time frame, as you can see here, for the year previous. So we've got the exact same two time frames, one with uploads, one without, and that's what we're going to compare and contrast. Now, as you can see, when it was 2022 to 2023, my top 5 videos for that period were ranging from around 15,000 up to the 75,000 view marks. But here's the key to understanding how passive YouTube works. Look at the upload dates on them videos. We're looking at a time period here of July 2022 to August 2023. And as you can see, 3 of them videos in that list there were uploaded in 2022. 2 of them were uploaded in 2021. In comparison, looking at the year where I didn't upload, you can see the top 5 viewing figures dropped significantly. We then only have a range of 7,000 to 15,000. But again, take a close look at them upload dates. 2 of the videos were still videos that were uploaded in 2021, showing that if you can get the upload right, it really doesn't matter when it went up there, you'll still generate them viewing figures regardless if you're maintaining your schedule or uploading your videos yourself. As you can see, 3 years on, and that was still in my top videos. In fact, that one of user testing that was top over that period is still in my top for the last 48 hours. So we're already generating quite a bit of views from that without needing to maintain it, without needing to do anything at all to that one video. So let's look specifically at the earnings. I'm sure that's the bit most of you care about. But before we dive into that, we do need to look at some ways at which YouTube works, how it generates the money, and why it might not be totally accurate. So as you can see here, our highest earning month was actually March 2023. In that month, we managed to get £655.48. That was the most I earned in a single month period since I started YouTube back in 2020. Now, the interesting thing about this is this wasn't actually my highest performing month in terms of views, subscribers, watch hours, anything along them lines. As you can see, as a comparison, my highest viewing month was actually January of that year, but yet we made less money in that month. That is why we need to look into what CPM and RPM are. Now, these are the ways that YouTube decides how much money people are going to get paid for their videos and their views. So CPM is essentially what advertisers pay per 1,000 views on the video, while RPM is what YouTube pays the creators after they've took their cut from that product. Now, this can vary a massive amount depending on who's advertising your new videos, which is decided by what video it is, how you've marketed that video. Now, if we take a look at all the videos I've ever uploaded for the whole time period, you can see that my top viewed video has got 101,000 views. It It's got an RPM of £6.41, the CPM's up at £12.43. Total earnings for that video, as you can see on the right hand side, is £652. But my next highest video that had 18,000 views lower earned £1,400 more, and that is because of the RPM and the CPM. As you can see on the left hand side, it's got a much higher RPM, a much higher CPM, and that is what determines how much money you get. So in reality, my views could have gone down drastically the year I didn't upload, but depending on what videos that them views went to would determine how much extra or less money we got on them videos in terms of revenue. So like I said, we're going to be comparing the exact same time frame, 10th of July to 26th of August, 2022 to 2023, and then 2023 to 2024, just so we can see the exact same time frame of when I was uploading and when I wasn't uploading, and compare the differences between the views, the subscribers, and most importantly, the revenue. So let's have a look at 2022-2023. As you can see, I wasn't even uploading fairly consistently then either. You can see by the little tick marks along the bottom of the graph. Now, I wasn't uploading very consistently there, but we still managed to get around about 400,000 views, 33,000 hours of watch time, 5.1k subs, and then the revenue of £4,300 over the course of them 413 days. But now the real question is, what happened when there was no uploads? Forget about inconsistent uploads, no uploads at all. So as you can see, we've obviously got this video here, which is the one that I last uploaded, and you can see around about 5, 6, 10 days in, whatever it is, the views have stopped. The views are still coming in slowly, but they're not at the level they were with the first few days. So once we consider that video went up on the 5th of July, if we then go to the 10th of July, it should just be a channel completely on autopilot with no changes. So this is what we've got. The views have dropped from the 400 odd thousand down to 184,000. Subscribers are still positive and still coming through at 1.4 thousand over the year. But the more important one that I'm sure you all wanted to see is the revenue. Now the revenue dropped obviously by a couple thousand, but still over the past year, with no effort and no input from me at all, we made £1,296.81. To put that into a better perspective, when I was actively uploading, we were generating around £10.60 per day. When we've dropped to no uploads all over this year period, we dropped to £3.14 per day. So we have seen a drop in the earnings as you'd expect, but it was still a decent little income coming through over the past year. But now we really have to look at the specific question: is YouTube a good, reliable passive income source? The effort you've put in before can still earn you money even when you're not maintaining your channel, as I've shown there, but it does see a huge drop off in my case of 70% of my earnings from not uploading. So obviously it's worth putting that effort in so you can get that extra reward with the money, and obviously then it will also contribute to growth on the channel and increased revenue in the future. So while YouTube can be a source of passive income, it's not entirely set and forget. If you want to keep those earnings up, you have to stay in the game. So what do you think? Is it actually worth the risk with YouTube? Is it worth the time and effort you put in before you start to see that money? Now, what I do on this channel is I look at things like this. I publish videos on how you can generate an income online. So if you want to stick along, please hit the subscribe button. We're going to do some more dropshipping videos finally, and we're going to do a load of different methods on trying to make some money online. So make sure you stick around for that.